Hello everyone, welcome you all to AI Ki Pathshala. I am Anup and today we are going to start recursion, and this is the third lecture in the recursion series of programming. So, and one thing that I would like to tell all of you who are watching my recorded session, whatever classes that I am conducting, it's absolutely free of cost. Whosoever is present here is has they do not have to pay anything for that. So even if you want to come for the class, you can simply go to the description section of the video and join my Telegram group link. There I give all the regular updates about my live classes and everything. Even you can post your doubts, questions, and we can have a very healthy discussion either in the group or during the class. So that's all. So let's start. I'm going to share you my screen first. Let me share you my screen. Fine. Let me, today is the, so is everyone, can every one of you can see my screen? Is my screen visible to you, to every one of you? And is my audio quality good? Can I get a quick yes or no?
Yes.
So we have already done a lot of things in recursion, and let's do something else now. So we have encountered one issue in recursion when we are falling in infinite sum leak, when we have not given the base case. So in that case, what was happening? I was falling into an infinite loop trap. Let's say I am taking the same question which we have discussed before. This question is of factorial, and let me show you something with the help of this question. So this is the question that we have discussed during the last sessions. This is the question of recursion, factorial, how to calculate the factorial. Now see, if you simply run this program, you already know this. So if you simply fact1, if you simply give some value, let's say give some value 100, and if you run this, okay, this is fact1. Okay, fact1 should come here. This is fact1, this is, or you can do fact, this is this, that would be a better. You can do all it fact. Fine. So if you run this, and if you run this, you will get this output. Fine. So what is happening here? I have one thing I have told you during the first session. By default, Python has a 1000 depth of recursion. It goes till 1000 depth by default. This is a default set. And it also varies from system to system, because if I will take my system, I will show you how much is my depth. So I would like you, I am pinging you this code in your chat box, and just run this code, copy and paste this code on your cell, in your cell, and just do the same thing what I am going to do. So I have already pinged the this same code on your chat window. You can copy it from and paste it and run this, and do this. You call 100. That means I want to calculate the factorial of 100. So I am getting this output. Now let's see fact. I am putting 1000 here, and let's run this. I am getting this output. This is my output. And now check, are you able to check in your system? Are you, if you are doing this 1000, are you getting any output? Any one of you? Please tell me, please confirm me. Now, instead of 1000, I am putting this 1500. Still, I am getting this output. This time, I am getting a bigger output. See, this is a factorial of 1500. Now, let's see, I am giving a factorial of, let's say, 1600, or let's say 1550. Still, I am getting the output. Now, let's check. I am giving the output of 1558. I am giving the value 1550. Still, I am getting this the output. This time, let's see, I am giving 1559. Now, I am getting this error. I am getting this error. And what this error says? Exceeds the limit 1400 digits for integer string conversion. Sys dot set int max string digit to increase the limit. So by default, in my system, yes,
you have told us previously that the Mac system has 15,000 something, and the Windows version has 1,000 something.
kind of 1500 something. So see, in my system, it's going till 1558,
Yeah,
not
but we have
15,000. So
1500 something.
1558, and
Ah.
see here, what if I am putting 1559, I am getting the error. Now it is not running. So the default that is set, the default limit that is set by the internally by the Python is already reached here in 1558. So after that, before 1558, I am getting the output. But as soon as I have crossed this 1558, I am getting the error. See, at 1559, I am getting. If you check in your system, so you can check what are you getting the output at 1500 or something? Can you check it?
No, even getting error even at 1,000.
Okay, so try it for 500 or
Okay.
less than 1000. 900. Let's try
Less
for
than
9.
1,000 I'm getting out.
Okay,
Yeah.
you are getting output in 1000.
No, I'm not getting an output in 1,000, but below 1,000 I'm getting output.
Okay, so what it means that whatever I have told you is true. Is it fine? So I have told you that in your system, by default 1000, I have also written here, by default 1000 is set in most of the system, but sometimes it depends upon the system configuration and internal structure of the system also. So in my case, it is set at 1558. That's why I am not getting any error. Mr. Sankar sir, are you able to do
In
it?
my case also same 1558.
In your case
1559.
also 1558, na? It's fine.
Yeah.
So it means that those of us who are using the old system or some old version, okay, so they are there, the limit is set at let's say 1000, and now it has been upgraded in the new version. So that's why we are this limit is upgraded. So you don't have to worry about this. Just this is just for your understanding. So now I'm telling for you. Now see what I'm getting here. Exceeds the limit 4300 digits for integer string conversion. So this 4300 digits is reached. That's why I'm getting this error. And now it is telling me use sys dot set underscore int underscore max underscore string digit to increase the limit. Now, if I want to increase the limit, I have to set the new value in my system. And this now whatever I am going to tell you, this will work for your system. So you have to just type this thing. First, you have to type import sys and run this. Simply type import space sys and run this. Thereafter, type one variable new underscore limit is equal to, let's set the new limit to 3000. Fine. And thereafter, you can set it anything, but I'm setting it at 3000. Let's see what happens. Then what you have to do, sys dot set recursion SION recursion limit, and inside this bracket you have to give new underscore limit, and you have to run this in your system. First you need to run this, then you need to run this. After you run this, then again you have to type this factorial FACT, both of you, and check for 2000 or something, check for 2000 or 2500 or anything, anything whatever you like below 3000, because now I have increased the limit to 3000. So it should, the default limit which is set by the system is now overridden by let's say it gets changed to 3000. So whatever below this limit, if you take the output, you will get it. Let's check it. I have to use this thing. So let me use this thing. It was 4300. So let me set it to 8600. And let me run this. Now, if I do fact and if I run this 2000, let's see what I'm getting. See, for the Mac, I have to do it like this. I have to set this thing. This will work for you, Windows. Is it working for you? And I have set my limit to 2000. If I not take the factorial of 2500, I should get also there because I have increased my limit. Let's say I'm doing it for 2500. Let's see what I'm getting. The output.
Will you please show me the previous code that you have written?
Yeah, this. Let me ping you this in your chat box so that you can just copy it and paste it. Just copy paste it. And this is the code. You can also see it from here. And see why this limit is set to a default limit, because when we do recursion, it consumes very huge amount of memory. So that's why a limit is set. That if you exceed that limit, if you exceed that depth, system automatically throw you an error, because otherwise it will consume most of the memory of the system and your system get hang or something like that will happen. That's why there's a limit set. But let's say in any application, in any purpose, if you are writing, and in that case you need to write the recursion, and you have to increase the limit. This is a way to increase the recursion limit. This is all. So have you done it, Mr. Sir, Mr. Sir?
I'm getting a error. I don't know.
Try this. Try this. This thing, sys dot set int maximum string digits, and this thing, try it. Try this thing.
What is that? I mean, sys dot set
Let me ping you this in your chat window. First, you have to do import sys, import space
Done.
sys. Thereafter, sys dot set underscore int underscore max underscore str underscore digits, and then you have to put this value 8600.
What is this 8600?
This is a I have taken, see here, 4300 digits is set, so I have
Right.
just doubled it, nothing.
Okay.
So I have just doubled my limit. So I have, if you double it, you will get 86. You can set in anything. It is not mandatory that you should set it this. You can take any other value, whatever you like. But don't take very large value, because it otherwise it will hang your system.
When I'm doing 2999, then it's showing me error.
Okay. And when you are doing 2800,
2800. I have not done yet. Then it's showing me the outcome. Then I am able to see the outcome.
Okay, fine. So just understand this, that whatever limit you have, earlier you are getting only 1000, now it is reaching up to something near about whatever limit you have set it. It is reaching something near to that.
I have
Is it
set it the same that you have set it.
okay?
3000.
Set recursion.
What?
But still I'm not able to get the result before 3000.
So I have to see what actually you are what error you are getting.
Same maximum limit. We are exceeding the maximum limit.
Yeah.
Maximum recursion depth exceeded in comparison.
So it may be that whatever the limit you are setting now, so it may be that you can check it for 29, you have check it for 2999 na?
Yeah.
So you can check it for 2998, check it for 2998.
Okay. Getting an error.
Fine, you are getting still you are getting error. So
Yes.
just do a little bit of plus minus, just see for
Yes.
2928 something, 2850, 2800, you are getting like your code is running till 2800. So it must be between somewhere 2800 to 3000. It must be between it. So there is nothing much technical about this. You have to just set it, and if you want, you can increase it further. But there is an I suggest do not increase it further. And the concept is this: it you have to, if you have to increase the limit, and if you still you are getting the error, and if you want to increase the limit, you can increase your limit from 3000 to maybe 4000. You can set it to 4000, and then if you run at 3000, you will not get any error. Is it fine?
Yeah,
Yeah.
got it.
Fine. So now let's move to the next thing. Everything fine here? So this concept been discussed. Now let's understand something more. Now I am going to discuss a new question today for recursion. We can do this question by iteration also. but I am going to discuss this question with the help of recursion only. So what is the question? Question is this: check if the given list is sorted or not. So this is my question. First of all, please tell me, do you understand sorting? I have already explained you the sorting of the values, how you can sort the values. So I suppose this is clear to you.
Yes.
So tell me, what is sorting?
When we arrange any data according to ascending order.
Fine. That is a sorting. So if I give you any list, let's say this is my list. Let's suppose, let me give you one list. This is my list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say this is my list. So is this list sorted or not? Please tell me, is this list sorted or not?
Yeah, it's sorted.
Misra sir, is this list sorted or
Yes.
not? This is sorted. Let's
Yes.
say, now tell me, is this list sorted or not?
No.
No.
No. So this is my question, that check if the given list is sorted or not. So if I will give you any list, you have to write a program so that if I supply my list to that program should tell me, yes, my list is sorted. If it is sorted, it should tell me, yes, it is sorted, or it should give me value true. And if it is not sorted, it should tell me, yes, it is not sorted. And you have to write this program with the help of recursion. You have to use recursion in it. Is the question clear to you?
Yes.
Fine. So before going to this question, let me discuss you few concepts. This is not exactly a concept. Just let me give you a little background before actually discussing this question. So let's take, this is my list. Let's take, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, and let's say this is 6. This is my, let's suppose this is my list. And if I will give you that, tell me, is this list sorted or not? So what is the approach that you will use to solve this question? See, first thing is that, I am giving you this list. So what you will do first? There are two approaches to solve this question, and I am going to discuss both the approach, and thereafter I will also tell you which is the best approach to solve this problem. So first, I am going to tell you a more difficult step, and that is not the best step. Thereafter, I will tell you the approach, and thereafter I will tell you the second approach. What is my second approach to solve this problem? Let's see first approach. One approach is that how you will find whether your list is sorted or not. First, you will take the value, this value, first value. You will take the first value, and you will take this rest of the list, this rest of the value list. And let's say if this value, let's suppose if this set, this list since here you know, but I may give you some other value so that whether you, let's take this thing. I have taken this value separately, this one, and this is my news list. And let's see, I am telling you that this list 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is sorted. This is sorted. Let's suppose this is sorted. So if you get that, if you get to know that this list is sorted, this list is sorted, to confirm whether the entire list is sorted or not, what you have to do? You have to simply compare the value, this value with this value. If let's say the value at this point is less than the value at this point, that means it is sorted. Whatever value I am having at this point, value at A, let's say, and this is the value at B, and value at 2. So if let's say V1 is less than V2, then my list will be sorted. Is it fine or not? Please answer me, guys. Are you understanding this or not?
Once again.
See, I have this list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I am telling you to find whether the list is sorted or not. So first approach is I am going to explain you. I am taking all the values after the first value in one list. Is it fine? I am taking all the values. I am separating these values from this, the value present at the first index. I am separating this value, and I am telling that these, all the values from here to here is sorted. I am telling you this is already sorted. This value is sorted. Now,
Okay.
for the entire list to be sorted, what you need to find? Only the value which is present at this, because these values are already sorted. I am telling you this. This is already sorted. So if this is already sorted, for the entire list to be sorted, the value which is present at this point, this first value, should be less than the second value. This value, what sorting means? The value
Right,
should be
right.
in increasing order, na?
Yeah.
So if the value should be in increasing order, this value should be less than this value.
Yes.
If this value is greater than this value, that means the list is not sorted.
Yes.
If let's say this entire value is sorted, from this 2 to
Okay.
6, everything is sorted, but this 2 is less than this one. That means this value is greater than this value. Is this list sorted? No. Are you getting?
Yes.
Let's take this thing. Let's take this value 8, 50, 90, 100. Fine. So what I am telling you, I am telling you that this part is already sorted. Part from here to here is already sorted. Now for the list to be sorted, the value present here, this value 8 should be less than 50. The value which comes after this value, the value which comes after this 8 should be greater than the 8. Then and only this list should be sorted, na? Let's say
Yes.
instead of this 8, if I put 200 here, now is this list sorted?
No.
Although the values at after this is already these values are sorted, but since this value is greater than this value, So this list is not sorted. Are you understood this? Do you understood, Ruchi?
Right.
You are not telling me anything.
Yes, I'm listening that now.
So do you understood this?
Yeah.
Fine. So this is one thing that you have to keep into consideration. Let's say if at this point of, if only at this point, if you are checking this first value and you are comparing the second value, and this first value is coming to be greater than the second value, do you need to see the other values after it? Do you need to compare any values after it? No, because at the first instant only, you have proved that the list is not sorted. So you need not to check the further value, because initially you get that this is not sorted. Do you understood this? Now, if you understood this, then we are using this same concept to solve further questions. Now, I am talking about, first I am talking about the base case. So let's say what is my base case here? Base case is if list has size 0 or 1. If say, if my list has a size 0, what it means? Anyone? Ruchi, tell me answer. List has size 0.
Is
What
the
it means?
length of the list.
Length of the list is 0. What it means? It means it is an empty list.
Zeroth matlab
Empty.
index
Size is
in the
0 means empty list.
empty list.
Size is 0, that means nothing is present inside the list. It is an
Okay.
empty list.
And
And, and if size is 1, what it means?
only one element is there.
Only one element. Let's say one element X is present. So do you clear? Now, if the list is empty, by default it is sorted. I do not need to do anything in it. Do you agree? Do you agree or not? Guys,
Yes.
please, whenever I am asking you question, please answer, because then and only this session will be like, will remain interactive. Otherwise, I will keep on going, whether I will not understand whether you are getting things or not. So please answer. So if this is empty, so by default it is sorted because nothing is present inside it. So what, I need not to sort anything. So by default it is sorted. Fine, it is sorted.
Right.
Now,
Yeah.
if the list has only one element, let's say here in this case X, in this case also it is sorted. Also it is sorted because it has only one element by default. So these two are the cases in which my list is by default sorted. Default sorted. And I am taking this as a my base case. So do you understand this? Now,
Yeah.
if you understood this, then comes the induction hypothesis. My base case I have considered. Now induction hypothesis or assumption, what it means? It works for L minus 1. One sized list. Size list. If it works for 0 size or one sized list, then I'm getting it should work for L minus 1 size list. This is my assumption. Now, based on this assumption, I have to, this is my induction step. or task 2, whatever you say. I have to check first what I need to check. First, I need to check whatever value is present at the first place. If that value is greater than the value which is present at my second place, or zero, whatever value is present at my 0 index, if that value is greater than the value that is present at my first index, in that case, is the list sorted or not? Tell me. I've just discussed.
No.
Yes.
Yes. Let's say this is
How?
3,
Yeah. How?
this is 2, this is 5, this is 9. What is the value at the 0th index?
3.
3,
What is the value at the first index?
2.
2,
3 is greater than 2.
Yes.
Is this list sorted or not?
no.
No.
So, this is not sorted.
Ah, that's what I'm.
Yes. So, if this is the case, what I have to return? I have to return false.
False.
False means it is not sorted.
Yes.
And if then I have to check for something else. I have to check for smaller list starting at index 1 to end. Let me first tell you. Now, let's say I have given you any list. Suppose this is the list I have given you. This list I have given you. Fine. So, what is the first thing you should do? You will check for the value which is present at the first index and the value, sorry, 0th index and first index. If this itself you are getting false, that means the list is not sorted. So you need not to check the further values. Is it fine? You are done. Your task is done. Are you getting me? But let's say if this value is less than this value, if instead of this, if I give you this thing, 1, 5, 15 and 20, let's say. So in this case, if you check for this value, so this is coming to be less than this value. The value which is present at the 0th index is less than the value at the first index. So in this case, what is happening? This condition is becoming
True.
no, false.
No, false.
The condition is becoming false.
Yeah.
So it will come in the else block. And it will check for the list which is starting from this index to this index. It will check in this list, the new list. Are you getting?
Yes.
So you will get the more clarity about this. Now I am going, whatever I have discussed here, I am going to just put all these things into a code, nothing. And whatever concept you have not understood here, you must understood this when I am going to write the code for you. So let me write all these things here so that whenever you see, you will get a clear understanding. Let's say first, what is my base case? Base case, let's first talk about the base case. Base case is L. L means size. Then L is equal to 0 or L is equal to 1. This is the default. If size is 0 or 1, that means in that case it will return true because by default it is sorted. Now, comes the second thing, induction hypothesis. What induction hypothesis says? It works for L minus 1 sized lists. Fine. Then what I am going to check? Induction step. This is my induction step. So what it is going to do? Check. First, what it is going to check? It is going to check for the value present at the first index is greater than the value presented. Sorry, 0 index is greater than the value present at the first index. If this is, let's say true, then it will return. If this is return false, else it will come in the else block, else block. And what it will give? It will check for a smaller list starting from 1 till end. Fine. So now write this, whatever I have discussed, I have written it here in a simple word, so that whenever you will revise it, you will not forget it. You will get an understanding of this. Now let's write the code. So I am writing this code is sorted. So, and I'm giving this is A is my list I'm supplying here. And let's say what is the length of L. I can find the length by using the len function. So here length get calculated. Now I'm putting my condition base case. If L is equal to 0 or L is equal to 1, so return true. Have you understood the code till here? Tell me, Ruchi, both of you. This is nothing. I have written my base case here. Right?
Yeah.
Answer me quickly. If you have understood this,
Yeah.
then let's say if L is equal to 0 or L is equal to 1, then it should return me true. And if it is not 0 or 1, then what will happen? Then it will come, it will go to the next step. And here what it will check? It will check.
What is there after this induction hypothesis?
Yes. What?
After this induction hypothesis, what is there?
It is induction step. This is my third step. Na? Induction is called induction step or task 2, whatever you can do, or task 2 or induction step, same thing. Okay, and this is my task 1 base case or task 1. Fine. So see, now A of 0 is greater than A of 1. If A of 0 is greater than A of 1, what it means? That my list is not sorted, so return false. Do you understood this step? Tell me, is this step clear to you? Guys, please answer.
This please explain once again.
I've explained
Only
it.
this.
I've explained in the previous thing. This is the same thing. I'm checking whatever list I am having. I'm checking is the value at the 0th index is greater than the value at the first index. If it is greater, then the list is not sorted. So if the list is not sorted, I am returning it false.
Okay.
I have explained you just before that. I have explained you. No? Same thing. Whatever I have explained you, I am doing nothing here. Just I am writing in the form of code. See here, same thing I am doing here. I am checking the value that is
Okay.
present at the first 0th index is greater than the value at the first index. If it is greater, then means list is not sorted and I am returning it false. Now, let's say if this comes out to be false. If this thing is coming out to be false, that means now
Okay.
it will come here, and now my first two values is sorted. It means whatever the value is present in my list, let's take this list. Let's take this list, let's say, and this is my 3, this is my 5, this is my 9, this is my, let's say, 1, this is my 15. Let's say this is my list. So this is less than 5 here. So what I am getting here? What I am getting here? False. I am getting false, na?
False.
So it will not go inside this.
Yes.
So it will move to the next step. So it means
No.
that I have checked for the first two values. Value at the first 0th index and the value at the first index. And these two are sorted. Are you getting? These two, at least now I conclude that these two values are sorted. Why these two values are sorted? Because this
Yeah.
is greater than this value, na? That's why these two values are sorted. Now I have to check for rest of the value. For that, what I am going to do, I will make a copy of this list, because these two values are already sorted. It is like it is proven that these two values are sorted. Now I have to check for other values. Is the other value sorted or not? So I will make a copy of a smaller list. 5, 9, 1, 15, let's say. So here there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 values inside it. Now I am taking a copy of the value from this list and making one smaller list with these 4 values. With these 4 values. 5, 9, 1, 15. Okay. So, and now I am going to check inside this list. Again, I am going to repeat the same process. What I have done with this, I have checked this value and this value. Now, this time I am going to check these two values. Is these two values sorted or not? Same. Now see, 5 is less than 9. So what it means? This is also sorted. This is also sorted. So if this is sorted, now I am going to make another list, which is a copy of this list, which is a smaller list, which I am making a copy of this list. Now inside this list, I am having 9, 1, 15. Now I am checking with these two values. Now see, this is coming out to be greater than this two. So what actually I am doing, I am checking one value at a time with the copy of, and after each step, I am making a copy of a new list, which is a sub list of the bigger list. Are you getting my point? So I am writing the same thing here in the form of code. How shall I write? So a smaller list, because I have already checked the two values. So a smaller list is kind of A, 1. This is a slicing. I am performing a list slicing. What I am doing? See, I have checked for first value. I have compared the first and the second 0th index value and the first index value. These two values I have already compared. Now I need to compare the rest of the values. These values 5, 9, 1. So I am making a copy of another list, a smaller list, by using this thing. Smaller list is equal to A, and I'm making a slicing of 1 till end. That means I'm considering this from here, from the first index to the last index. This means I'm going from the first index to the last index, and here I am getting a new copy of the list. What new copy contains? 5, 9, 1, 15. Okay, fine. So now whatever the smaller list which I have made a copy from the larger list, I want to check same thing. I want to repeat inside it. So how I will do? I will call my recursion. There comes the concept of recursion. Is, let me write it, is smaller list sorted is equal to is sorted. I am calling this same function is sorted, and I'm passing my smaller list here. And if is smaller list sorted, if my smaller list sorted, just write is if this is sorted, what it means? Return true. If even I will not write this, it will be okay, but I am writing so that you can understand and you don't have any confusion. Return false. So this is my code. So if this is my code, let's run this code first, and then if you have any confusion, I will explain you. I am running this code. Now give me any list. Ruchi, give me any list. Give me any list.
5, 2, 3.
5, 2, 3.
3, 37.
37.
9.
9.
25.
25. Fine.
Fine.
So I'm running this. Now I want to check whether this list is sorted or not. Fine. So what I will do? I will simply call my function is sorted, and I will pass this value. And just by seeing this, you know that this list is not sorted. Fine. By just looking at the list, I know that this list is not sorted. So I'm going to just pass the value A inside this, and I will run. What I'm getting? False. Misra sir, please give me some other value. Another list. Tell me any list, whatever you like.
7, 6.
7, 6.
4.
4.
49.
49.
53.
53.
46.
56. Let's take this. Let's run this. Call this function. and let's pass this value B. I'm getting false. Now let's take one sorted list. 7, 8, 20, 50, 100. This is the sorted list. So let's take the example of this also. And let's pass the same here. Let's pass C here. I'm getting true. Is this fine? Now, let me explain you once again the same thing. I am taking this first list A, and with the help of this, I am going to explain you this entire code. So please, so that you don't get any confusion. So again, I am going to explain you this thing. So please be concentrate here, and wherever you will not understand, please ask the question then and there. Is it okay? So let's take this list 5, 2, 3, 37, 9, 25. Fine. So whenever I am supplying here, this I'm supplying this list to this here, what it will first, what it is going to calculate, it is going to calculate the length of my list. So what the length of the list will come out to be? 3, 3, 6. What is the length of my list? 6. Do you agree? Do you agree or not?
Yes.
So not. It
Yes.
will come here. If L is equal to 0 or L is equal to 1, what I will get? What I will get if L is equal to 0 or as L is equal to 1? True or false?
None.
What?
False.
False. Because L is equal to 6 and it is just checking if L is equal to 0 or 1. L is not my 0, either L is not 0 nor L is 1. So I am getting false. So what will happen? It will jump to the next statement. Now here it is checking A of 0. This is my A. This is my list. So what is the A of 0?
5.
5. What is A of 1?
2.
2. So now it is checking A of 0 is greater than A of 1.
Yes.
I am getting this true.
Yes.
So it will come inside this. And what it is going to return me? False.
False.
So I am getting the result then and there only. I do not have to move further to check, because in the first step only I got my answer, because these two values is not sorted. So definitely if the values after that will be sorted, what I have to do? Still the list is not sorted. So I have written. I have not even came to this step. Fine.
Yes.
Now let's take a different example, so that this is the example that is given by you. Let's take a different example. Let's take, I am taking this example 1, 3, 5, 7, 6, 11. Let's say this is the value. This is A, let's suppose. Now what is my L here? Tell me please. What is my L? Length of this list?
Sorry, 6.
6. Fine.
Yeah.
If L is equal to 0 or L is equal to 1, tell me.
No.
True or false?
False.
False.
So I will jump here. Now see, a of 0 is greater than a of 1. Is a of 0 greater than a of 1?
No.
No. This
No.
is also false.
Yes.
So I will jump to this step. Now see what this step tells me. Till here, you should know that you have already know that you have checked the two values is definitely present inside this list. This is clear. Two values is definitely present inside this list, this one. And you have checked the value at the 0th index. And this is my first index, this is my second, this is my third, this is my fourth, and this is my fifth index. Now it is telling me to make a smaller list. What is my smaller list? A smaller list is starting from my which index? First index. This is what? 1. You have already studied these things. I have already taught you all those things. What does it means? It means my slicing will start from first index and it will go till end.
Last.
Fine. So
Yes.
the list that I will get, the smaller list, I've written the variable name in such a way that it is understandable by you guys. So what will be my smaller list? Tell me.
3,
3,
5,
5,
7,
7, 6, 11.
11.
This is my smaller list. And this list is a copy from this list only.
Yes.
I made one copy from this list, a smaller copy of this list. This is basically a smaller copy of the my larger list. And I have
Yes.
in this list I have already compared the two values present at the 0 index and the value present at the first index. Now I want to do the same thing inside this list. So see, now I am taking one variable, is smaller list sorted. So I am calling this function. This is what my function call is sorted. See, this is my function name. So I'm calling this function and I'm passing my smaller list inside this function. Are you getting? Are
Yes.
you getting?
Yes.
Whatever I have done here, I'm repeating the same. I'm calling the function. Now, when there is a function call, the control will jump from here to here. This time, tell me, what is the value of L? This is a smaller list.
5.
5.
5. So this is false because L is not equal to 0 or not equal to 1. So this is false. A of 0 is greater than A of 5. Sorry, value at the first index is greater than the value of at the 0 index is greater than the value at the first index in this new list. I'm talking about the new list. In this new list, not this list. In this new list, again the indexing will be like this is my 0th index, this is my first index, this is my second index, this is my third index, this is my fourth index. So the value at the first index is greater than the value at the 0 index is greater than the value at the first index. Tell me.
False.
Yes.
Yes, what? True or false?
False.
False.
So even I will not move to the, I have to what? I have to jump to this step. That means this value is not greater than this. So now, what is the smaller list? Now again, it will create one smaller list here. And that smaller list will be a copy of this list. This step, it is coming to this step. My first index is A and thereafter it will go. So what it will be like? 5, 7, 6, 11. This is my copy of this list. Is it fine? Is it fine?
Yes.
Yes.
So you people seems to be very like get puzzled while looking at this question. So let me finish it, then we will crack few jokes. So see, so what will happen now? This is a small again. This new list is there is a function call here. Again, I will pass, now this time I will pass this new list to my function call. Again, what will happen? Again, the control will shift to here. And this time, what is the value of L? This time L is equal to 4. Again, it will check this condition is false. This condition is again false because A0 is 5. 5 is greater than 7. So this condition 5 is not greater than A0 is value at the 0th index is greater than the value at this first index. So this condition will become false. So it will again jump to here, and again it has to create a new list, which is a copy of this list. So this time 7, 6, 11. Same process will repeat, and it will make a copy. Now 7 is greater than 6. Now, when this, at this point of time, what will happen when I will reach there? Now, L is equal to 3. So again, this condition will be false, but not this, when it comes to this part, A0, not the C. A0, what is my A0 here? A0 is my 7. And A1 is my 6. Fine. So this time A0 is greater than A1. So this condition will become true here this time. And if this condition will true again, so what will it will return false. So here I am getting false. That means my list is not sorted. Do you understood this or not? Please tell me genuinely, because I have put a lot of effort in making you understand these concepts. See, I guarantee you, no coaching institute will explain you in this very depth, because I have been through all those things.
In this case, when this 7 is A0 is less is greater than, when the 7 is
6.
greater than 6,
7 is greater than
then
6, na?
yeah,
So this 7 is greater than 6. So
then
this,
it will be false.
so this condition will become true, na?
Fulfilled.
This condition become fulfilled, and what it is returning me? False. That means my list is not sorted.
Right.
Ruchi, do you understood this or not? Please tell me. If you have even a slightest doubt, you can ask me again. No issue.
Then what needs to be done here?
Nothing.
Last one. If
Which last one?
7, 6, 11.
I will get, I have to just return true or false. So I get false here. That's it. My I will get my outcome false. So this is a process of checking. This function is checking in this way. So as soon as it encountered the condition, it returned you false. So you will get the result. Then it will not move to the next step because it has already returned you false.
Okay.
If this thing is already giving you false.
That means we just have to check whether it is sorted or not. We don't have to sort it.
No, you don't have to sort it. I have not, I have explained you just in the beginning only that you have to just find whether the list is sorted or not. Just see.
Okay.
Just see. I must have written it. See here. What I have written, check if the given list is sorted or not.
Yeah.
Check if the given list is sorted or not. You don't have to sort it. Just you have to check it, whether it is sorted or not. So do you
Yes.
understand the entire concept behind this? But
Yes.
let me tell you one thing. This is not a good way to do the recursion. Why it is not a good way? Because and see, if you have understood, like let's say 90%, that's also fine, because when you do the revision you will understand it 100%, I'm sure, because these are the things that you are studying it for the first time. So definitely I can understand everyone who is studying these things for the first time, they face some issues in understanding initially, but after they go through the revision process, they get all those things clarity very well. So don't worry. So see, there is one big issue in this approach which I am using here. What is this? Why there is a problem? See, let's say there is a 1000 list here. Matlab, there is one list which has 1000 elements inside it, and I have to check whether the list is sorted or not. So see, this 1000 list element will make a smaller list which is having 999 elements. This will make a small copy. That copy will have 998 elements. This will be having a smaller list which will be having 997 elements. And this process goes on till we get the condition to be false or true. Fine. So see, you are making this is consuming a huge amount of memory because it is making a copy. This entire list is having 1000 elements and it is making a copy of 991 element, then it is making a copy of 998 element, then it is making a copy of 990, and it will continues. So this process of making a copy from a bigger list with a one size lesser than your previous list is a sign of huge consumption of your memory, and this will eat up your memory, CPU space and everything. So this is not a better idea. If the list is small, let's say of 5 elements or 10 elements or 20, it's fine. But when the size of the list will become more, let's say 1000 or let's say 10,000 or let's say 5,000, then the process will become very much memory inefficient. So for the sake of making you understand, I have discussed this process, but I will, for the sake of your practice, you should understand it well. You should also practice this code very well. But in real condition, real time, we do not use this kind of code because this is very much memory inefficient. It consumes a lot of memory. The program has to, my CPU has to work a lot for making the copy because it has to make so many copies, and that's why we will use a different approach to tackle the same issue. So I'm going to discuss that approach. So I suppose you people are feeling very much tired. So let me crack a joke for you. And so are you willing to listen to the joke? रुचि, रुचि,
Yes.
क्या आप जोक सुनना पसंद करेंगे?
Yes.
तो चलते हैं
Yes.
आज हम हिंदी में जोक सुनेंगे, ठीक है? तो
Okay.
आज का जोक मैं क्या सुनाऊं आपको? क्या सुना, ठीक है। हाँ, एक बार मुल्ला नसरुद्दीन हज करने गए, ठीक है। सो लेट मी ओपन यू माय वीडियो so that you people, okay, stop sharing the screen first, let me clear the drawing। तो एक बार ऐसा हुआ कि मुल्ला नसरुद्दीन हज करने गए, तो वो लोग, तो मुल्ला नसरुद्दीन के साथ उनके गांव के भी बहुत सारे लोग उनके साथ गए थे, गांव के आस पड़ोस के भी लोग उनके साथ गए थे हज करने। तो जब वो लोग हज करके लौट रहे थे, तो उनका नाव एक भंवर में फंस गया और डूबने लगा। परिस्थिति ये आ गई कि सबको ये लगने लगा कि अब तो भाई आखिरी समय चल रहा है। सबने मिलके एक लास्ट नवाज पढ़ लिया, मतलब प्रेयर उन्होंने अल्लाह को कर दिया कि भाई अल्लाह, ये मेरा आखिरी प्रेयर है, वो आप एक्सेप्ट कर लो। मुल्ला नसरुद्दीन भी अपना, उन्होंने भी लास्ट अपना नवाज पढ़ लिया, जिसको जो कलमा पढ़ना था वो सब पढ़ लिया। अब जब ऐसी परिस्थिति में होते हैं तो अलग अलग लोगों ने अल्लाह से अलग अलग तरह की अपनी दुआएं की कि अल्लाह अगर मैं बच गया तो मैं ये कर दूंगा, मैं बच गया तो मैं वो कर दूंगा, मैं ऐसा कर दूंगा, वैसा कर दूंगा। क्योंकि जब जान पे बात आती है तो इंसान तो फिर कुछ भी कह सकता है। तो मुल्ला नसरुद्दीन ने भी सोचा कि मैं भी कुछ बोल ही दूं अल्लाह से, पता नहीं वैसे भी मर ही रहा हूं, तो कुछ ऐसा बोल दो अल्लाह को। तो मुल्ला नसरुद्दीन ने अपनी पूरी जिंदगी की कमाई एक अटारी बनाने में, मतलब अटारी मतलब एक घर बनाने में उन्होंने लगा दिया था। तो ये बात बहुत पुराने जमाने की है। तो उस वक्त उन्होंने 9 लाख रुपए लगा के वो घर बनाया था। तो उन्होंने अल्लाह को कहा कि अगर अल्लाह मैं बच गया तो मैं ये अटारी दान कर दूंगा, मैं अटारी को मतलब ये कर दूंगा, दान कर दूंगा, मैं गरीबों में बांट दूंगा उस अटारी। तो कर दिया उन्होंने, सबने सुना, उसके यार दोस्त, उनके गांव वाले, वो भी सब थे, सब हैरान। चलो ठीक है, लेकिन उस समय तो जान पे पड़ी थी। शायद अल्लाह ने भी उनकी बात सुन ली और किसी न किसी तरह नाव बच गया। अब जब नाव बच गया तो अब मुल्ला सोचने लगा, यार इससे अच्छा तो अब तो मुझे अटारी दान करना पड़ेगा, इससे अच्छा तो मैं मर ही जाता तो अच्छा था। अब मेरे से अटारी कैसे दान करे। अब उसके आस पड़ोस वाले लोग भी उसको पकड़ने लगे। अब मुल्ला, अब तो तुम, नसरुद्दीन, अब तो तुम अटारी दान करोगे, घर दान कर दोगे अपना। सोचा कि किसी तरह पहले भाई, सोचा कि कुछ सोचूंगा, कुछ तरीका निकालूंगा अपने घर को बचाने के लिए, पहले किनारे पे तो पहुंच जाए। भाई किनारे पे पहुंचे। अब जैसे किनारे पे पहुंचे, उसके यार दोस्त ने उसको स्टार्ट कर दिया तंग करना कि हाँ मुल्ला आप बताओ कैसे अटारी तो दान करने वाले हो। अब वो भी, मुल्ला भी टाल मटोल करने लगा, हाँ करेंगे, आज करेंगे, कल करेंगे, ऐसा। ये बात धीरे धीरे पूरे गांव में फैल गई। ये लोग गांव पहुंचे। अब गांव में भी लोग थे जो मुल्ला नसरुद्दीन से बड़े जलते थे, उसके घर वो अटारी से बड़े जलते थे। वो लोग भी चाहते थे कि जल्दी ये दान कर दे, है ना। उन लोग को भी बड़ी ये थी। और ये पूरे इलाका में बात फैल गया कि अरे, तो बहुत बड़ी पंचायती वहां पे हुई गांव में। सबने बोला कि देखो मुल्ला, तुमने एक बार अल्लाह से कह दिया कि मैं दान करूंगा, तो तुमको दान करना होगा। अगर तुम दान नहीं करते हो तो फिर तुम्हें एक्सेप्ट करना होगा कि तुमने ये पाप किया है, तुमने अल्लाह से झूठ बोला, और फिर उसकी तुम्हें सजा भुगतनी होगी। तो ये पंचायती करके ये गांव वालों ने ये फैसला निकाला कि मुल्ला तो देख लो तुम अब क्या करने वाले हो, अगर दान करोगे। अब मुल्ला को समझ नहीं आ रहा क्या करो। सोचते सोचते मुल्ला सोचा ठीक है, बोला कि ठीक है मैं अपना ये अटारी घर दान करूंगा। अब बोला कैसे दान करेंगे। तो बात ये हुई, मुल्ला एक बिल्ली पकड़ के लाया कहीं से। अब बोला कल सुबह मैं अपना ये अटारी नीलाम करने वाला हूँ, और नीलामी में जो भी पैसा मुझे मिलेगा नीलामी से, इस घर का नीलामी से, उस पैसा को मैं गरीबों में बांट दूंगा। ठीक है। तो बोला अच्छी बात है। सब तो बहुत सारे खरीदार जो थे, जो सोच ही रहे थे यार मुल्ला का घर मिल जाए, मिल जाए, वो लोग आगे खरीदने के लिए, बड़े बड़े लोग। तो उसने क्या किया, मुल्ला ने अपने घर के सामने वो बिल्ली उसने लाया था, वो बिल्ली बांध दिया। बोला देखो, मैं अब घर जा रहा हूँ नीलाम करने, लेकिन जो भी मेरा घर खरीदेगा उसके साथ इस बिल्ली को भी उसको खरीदना होगा, ठीक है। लेकिन जो मेरे घर के साथ ये बिल्ली भी खरीदेगा मैं उसी को ये घर दूंगा, अदरवाइज मैं नहीं दूंगा। तो लोगों ने सोचा ठीक है यार, घर ले लेंगे तो बिल्ली भी ले लेंगे, इसमें क्या है। 9 लाख की घर लेंगे तो बिल्ली भी ले लेंगे, कितना पैसा ले लेगा बिल्ली का, वो भी सही। तो लोग भी एग्री हो गए, ठीक है। जब नीलाम करने की बारी आई, जब टाइम आया, तो उन्होंने क्या किया, बोला कि देखो, ये बिल्ली का कीमत 9 लाख और ये घर का कीमत 1 रुपया, जिसको लेना है ले लो। 9 लाख का बिल्ली, 1 लाख का 1 रुपये का घर, ठीक है। तो सब कंफ्यूज हो गए यार, क्या है ये बेवकूफ वाली बात ही कर रहा है यार, मतलब 9 लाख का बिल्ली। लोगों ने सोचा यार क्या ही करना अपने को, चाहे 9 लाख का बिल्ली ले लो या घर ले लो, बात तो बराबर ही है, दोनों ही मिल जाएगा, ठीक है। तो लोगों ने 9 लाख रुपए उसको दे दिए, 9 लाख 1 रुपए दे दिए, जिसमें 9 लाख का वो बिल्ली था और 1 रुपए का वो घर था। हो गया उसका घर नीलाम ऐसे। अब मुल्ला ने क्या किया, बोला कि भाई जितने गरीब लोग हो आ जाओ, देखो मेरा घर का कीमत 1 रुपया, ये 1 रुपया लो, तुम लोग बांट लो। 9 लाख का मेरा बिल्ली, वो मैं रखूंगा, समझे।
सही है।